Savage. Savage. Well, I was just calling you, boy. Let me
What
go
up?
ahead
What
and
up?
let me go ahead and send it to him.
Okay.
We got special guests on the show today. I'll introduce them when they come on. One is like basically doing stuff in the city of Pompano. He has a guest. They gonna get ready to start their own little podcast and stuff. So I'll go ahead and do that when they get on here. But what the fuck is up, bro? What's
Oh God, same shit, same shit.
Hey y'all, we finna try something. This ain't finna what it finna be. I'm just trying to see something right quick.
Okay.
Uh I was talking to the crowd. It may come off a little crazy. Let's see how it looks. You see
Oh,
that?
bam. Got it. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
But
Shit.
I don't know how it's gonna look when they get on. Y'all just stay tuned. Y'all see how we got that. Y'all just stay tuned. Let's
Yeah,
see
we
how
do
it
a
look when they get on. If it
couple
don't look right, I'll go
upgrade.
back to the original. Yeah. If it don't look right, we'll go back to the original.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for them to get on. Now, what you think about Elimination Chamber?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even watch it.
I seen the highlights where it was pretty much,
Yeah, it don't sound like it don't sound like I missed nothing.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
They
yeah, I
let
mean, the good.
Brock Lesnar whoop on Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, I want to see where that go at. That now what don't make sense is now Bray Wyatt challenged the winner.
Who, Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, he challenged the winner of the Lashley and Lesnar. I'm like, well, what the hell? That's kind of odd.
Even with him being the demon, what his little character was, he ain't supposed to beat no Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley. Even with him being the damn fiend, that shit don't look
Yeah,
right. They needed
yeah. So
that. They fucked up with that.
I keep telling you, uh, they fucked up on that the Bray Wyatt character because it's like,
Yeah, that
what the
fiend
hell?
shit.
What the hell are you supposed to do with him?
Then what made it even worse, you made him like he was fucking immortal when he had to get all them goddamn from Seth Rollins.
When it was about what 20 hertz something. So I gotta say, I don't know what would I do if I was the booking.
That
Because
shit is
you would think with that character, the sky the limit with the character, but y'all made the character so powerful that y'all we don't know how to take it if somebody beat him.
and the thing is this if they already had that character pre-planned, that should have been the one to take Undertaker out in WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely right about that. But I don't know. And then to me, the hype behind Bray Wyatt done went down.
Yeah, it's over. Because everybody know you can't go nowhere from what you don't did. You can't go nowhere from that.
Yeah,
It's the route.
and then yeah, so it's like okay, what I'm supposed to believe? And then sometimes, and then when Bray Wyatt talks, I'm like, okay, what the hell does that mean? You don't even know. You don't even be understanding his promos.
It's crazy, bro.
So yeah, I mean, he just like as soon as he is like he get it when he do get his ass kicked, the way he talks is just like nothing happened. I'm like, I just beat you, but you still got me feeling like I'm a loser for beating you.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And you
Yeah,
laughing at everything that I throw at you. You can really,
yeah,
if this was kayfabe days, you don't fucked up. Damn, Seth Rollins character would have been fucked up.
hell yeah. No, but then again, if we don't know wrestling how we know it now,
Yeah, that's true.
we would have thought that character was invincible.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. Let me go back to the original. I already see it. I already see it ain't gonna work.
Whatever.
It came up to the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Miller, you got your partner with you yet, or we waiting on him? You can hear us? We can't hear you.
Hey,
We don't hear you, Dave. Can you hear us?
I hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I can hear you now. Okay.
Yeah, we hear him now.
Okay, you partner he gonna come on a separate screen or he there with you?
he coming in on another screen.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I see you got an audience for us on the little graphics. That is.
Yeah,
Let me.
Marlon, this is David. David, this is Marlon. I don't know David's partner, but me and David, we've been knowing each other since Charlesville Elementary. He
That's
a
No
year
what's up.
older than me, so when he was in the first, I was in kindergarten.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I've
bro?
been I've been knowing him
mhm.
that long. I won't give him a proper introduction when his host get on with him. But we was just on here chopping it up about the Elimination Chamber match they just had.
Oh man, Monday Night Raw, man.
Yeah, you talk to us a little bit about what you know about wrestling until you partner get on.
Yeah, I ain't
Oh,
know
there
you
he
got
is right
another
there.
wrestler. Yeah.
Hold on one second.
There you go right there. He don't jump on with us. What's going on, soldier? You can hear us? I don't know if you can hear us. Hakeem, you can hear us?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay,
Yeah, you
good.
can. Okay.
Okay, great. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have David Miller and Hakeem Roy. They're gonna be getting a podcast started called Light Workers podcast. I want y'all to make sure you check that out when they get ready to drop that. We got them on the show today to talk about their platform, how they got started, a little bit of background from them. Y'all know how we do this when y'all watch the show. We give them the platform, so we let y'all know this y'all platform. Basically, you let everybody know what you got going on, who you are, how you start, different stuff like that. And we'll intervene every once in a while with a question or two. But other than that, it's your platform. And just to start it off, though, just to give you a topic, they talking about Black love. It is Black History Month. And I think this is a very important topic for our culture, for our people. And it's a good stand. So we can get started with that right there.
Facts. Well, look, first off, happy Black History Month to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, straight up like that. Black History Month, especially Black love. Black love is really two things. It's Black in love, which is overall love for our people. Now we direct it towards man and woman, okay, because those are going to be the ones who birth the next generation. That's how we're going to, keep our continuation going. Like we say, Black love is our attempt to preserve the nuclear traditional Black family, which, if you look at all of the greatest Black civilizations that have existed since the beginning of history, they existed in the context of a strong Black family unit. So,
Yes, sir.
Black, us, who we are as a people, love is how we interact with each other. And for that reason, for the reason just stated, we targeted towards man and woman. But that's what Light Workers podcast is about. It's about bringing light to the darkness. Light meaning information, light meaning knowledge. If you look up the concordance in the Bible, darkness says lack of knowledge, lack of knowing. That's the Hebrew definition of darkness. So light workers is to bring light, to bring education, to bring enlightenment, okay, to the masses. So that's one of the founding principles of Light Workers Podcast.
And why choose Black love? Like just
Right. Well, we know from Willie Lynch that there is an attack on the Black nuclear family, okay? So Light Workers Podcast, even the name in itself, when me and David came up with the name Light Workers, we had people like, yo, you might want to change that name. And we're like, why? Because when
right.
you put yourself but when you put yourself as a light worker or the other terms for people who understand metaphysical things and know how to break it down in a way that everybody can get it. When you put yourself out as that's going to bring a certain level of controversy, a certain level of attention, and a certain level of eyes on you. And
Definitely.
I'm like, hey, that's what light does. So we cover the Black love thing because what the light does, it just shines in the darkness. And the darkness is just places that may be too controversial. And we know what happened to truth speakers. So we can sum everything up with places that may be controversial, but we bring light there. We speak bravely there, courageously there, because me and Brother Dave, we have a strong belief in the Creator. in God. So instead of speaking from a pulpit, we go out and we live out that belief system, and that is standing in those dark spaces with light.
That
So
make a
what
lot of sense.
difference? So what differentiates you guys is talking about black love from another podcast?
A whole entire lot, okay. But we'll let Dave chop in, and
Okay.
then I'll hop in after brother Dave.
Okay.
Man, well, I don't really know how many podcasts y'all listen to pertaining to Black love,
Okay.
but I just took this upon myself because it came to me. You know, I've been dealing in the community, not dealing like that. Hold on, let me get my words all the way together. But I've been in the community, you know, as far as mentorship, and I see where it's just a lack of love anyway. And then Black love is always put at the back, like, oh, we love the mixed breed little kid because she got good hair, whatever, whatever. But what happened to the nappy head kid that is suffering from a little bit of confusion, a little misled, a little misguided, mistreated, misdiagnosed, you know, just a whole lot of misses and no hits, you know.
Gotcha.
And then you just start saying, is it your fault? You know, that's a big question. Is it your fault? Because a lot of people could say, well, he had all the same opportunities. But no, man, one thing about it, love is patient. You know, love is it's inviting and it's welcoming. You ain't welcoming every room like that. So
No.
this is why I'm starting to feel like Black love is a necessity because of you hear these words, oh, trauma and neglected, you know, men don't our men aren't around or our women ain't nothing, you know, all that kind of stuff. So to get back to some kind of anchor point, you know how you drop the anchor and let the ship sit for a second before you take sail. To get back to that, I think it's love, and that's one of the things that Lummy hold be calm, Lummy. But that's one of the things that Jesus actually his message was. Me and Lummy had a few debates. We've been talking a long time, you know.
Hey, the maturity in me, bro, just to stop you there, is to each is his own. As long as the cause is for what's right, bro. I don't care if you believe in dirt. As long as we on the same wavelength as far as, because I see where you're going at, reaching the youth. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
where it started right there. Because when we up in age, that's who's going to be the front runners. And if they already got a tainted mindset or if they got a tainted belief system, it's gonna be fucked from there. So now, excuse my language, but you know, that's just the way it is. You know. So yeah, I'm listening to you, but continue though, bro. My bad.
Much power to you because I remember a time where you had to bring some new awareness to me. It's some things that I knew, but then I wasn't allowing my mind to open up to it. But anyway, that's something years back. Me and him talked about the validity of the Bible actually. So if y'all
Spirituality versus religion.
you better start learning how to seek that knowledge yourself. You better learn it because you can be tricked out here, and you better operate in love. Because if you don't, then you'll be mad your whole life.
Yeah, and you'll be misguided no matter what lane you're trying to be in. If it ain't coming from love, it can be whether you believe in Jesus or whoever. If you don't have that love mindset, you already lost from the start.
Let me give y'all a little piece of something too. It's David. I gotta tell y'all, this Pinot style in the house. I'm a little bit of Pompano guy, and my brother Royce, that's my cousin. He started a Black love short film that I actually was interested in because I was in the studio with him when he was making a soundtrack with it. As you already know, I work with rappers and other artists and this and that. So I operate as sideshow production on that end, but I'm culture arts ambassador when I'm dealing with the city and stuff like that because these people, believe it or not, don't know a lot about our community. You know, they be needing somebody to halfway tell them a little something, you know, and that pertains to the redevelopment of the park. Or even do we need a stoplight? Yes, for 30 years we needed a stoplight. Y'all ain't know that. So cultural because I'm in the arts and whatnot. Ambassador is just my position of where I'm going. You know, you see the shirt Freddie, but that ain't necessarily nothing that you need to be scared of when you see a nappy head walk in the room and speaking with a little bit of authority. Because one thing about cultures, for some reason, they got a problem when I say this is African American History Month. Oh, well, what about all the other ones? Well, y'all got all year. This is our month because of what this nation symbolizes. You know, we got a list of achievements as Black people in this nation, and we still ain't rolled it all the way out yet. Y'all got the
Hell
toughest,
no.
like y'all
Hell
got
no.
you know, you got the female.
Hell no.
Thank
Hey,
God.
man, I
And
can talk on that subject all day long.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, goddamn, y'all only give us a month, and y'all give us. It's a problem with that 1 month. But goddamn.
And see, I'm starting to look at it like this. I used to be like, yeah, the same way how everybody else feel. We only get a month in a year, but at the end of the day, let's turn the negative into a positive. In that month, that's when all eyes are on us. So let's throw it all out there within that month if that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can, from all the different cultures and races, can see what we got going on and what we're about. You know what I mean? Even though it's year round for me, bro. But like I said, with the month of February, all the other ethnicities and nationalities and stuff, they tend to want to peek in and see what we're doing on February. You know what I mean? So you turn the negative into a positive, and how you guys got the podcast coming with the Black Love, I think that'll be perfect, especially if you're gonna be speaking on those topics, getting in the youth mindset, reaching the parents, because that's where it started at, in the home, and being able to produce products of society, bro. That's the best part about it.
And I think that's what separates, like the brother asked earlier, what separates your platform talking about Black love from other platforms talking about Black love, is that we not moved or bullied by the agenda, because before we started this podcast, we took the time to understand the necessity to cultivate a Black nucleus. You understand what I'm saying? So if the agenda is going to LGBTQ, if the agenda is going to feminism, we're not saying, okay, how can we tailor make our platform to reach everything else the agenda is covering too? We don't do that. We not moved. We not swayed. You might as well call us a niche market, because we stay with Black first. You know what I'm saying? We cover topics in order of Black first, and anything else that they're asking us about, anything else, we're covering it from the perspective of Black first. We are connected to the ancestors, as well as God, as well as Christ. However you want to look at it, that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Spirituality understands universal truth, while religion may just understand that particular geographical location's perspective on the truth. You know what I'm saying? So we coming from all perspectives, and coming from the ancestral perspective as a part of all the perspectives that make up holistic spirituality. We understand that we can't allow the past and the things that we had going for us when we had these civilizations that ruled the world. We can't let these things go aside, because the people who are giving us these teachings to incorporate into who we are the people who don't want to see us become those great and powerful civilizations again.
That's it, man. That is totally it. So speaking
Have
on the short, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry, Marty. Go ahead.
So with this podcast, have y'all experienced any road bumps leading up to it? Or somebody was like, "Yeah, y'all don't need to do that," and y'all actually thought about not doing it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I'm not claiming to be super Negro out here, as far as and I'm banging on every white person in the world. No, I'm not claiming to be that. But I'm gonna tell you how this thing really started. It started on an app called Stereo, where it was all audio, and me and him was talking on it like that. People came in trying to intersect and intercept, but we gonna handle everything respectfully. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And another thing about this February month, man, y'all gotta know that the energy of Valentine, even though when you do your research, not that very nice, but because we're in a modern era, it's a little bit of heart in it, you know. And then African American month, then the Super Bowl, everything is energizing the new year, and that's coming through what nationality? Because we not listening to country music at this time right now. We getting that thing woke up, and it's us that wake this whole nation up. And if people don't know, I love the fact that we're all of the Generation X and millennial, early millennials. You know what I'm saying? We've touched a cassette tape. Everything ain't streaming in our world. You know, we know what that beginning was. So we got this African American History Month. And I'm not gonna die without y'all knowing about the Black power of May. I'm not gonna let y'all die without knowing about what Juneteenth is. I'm not gonna let y'all go without Black August. Black August pertains specifically to the political aspects of the Black Panther Party. May pertains to how all of us as a unison. May is bringing in our fair-skinned people, as in the brown people. You know what I'm saying? Colada, Afro. See, we got these prefixes called Afro-Latin, Afro-Cuban. We got that. We got to integrate them respectfully, you know what I'm saying, into our stuff. Don't let them take over your stuff. They need to learn what we doing first. And then, and that's by way of us having a little bit of knowledge of self. So, yeah, family is the nucleus, as Brother Royce had pre-said. That's the nucleus. If you guys understand the nucleus of a cell, that's the center, and the rest of it builds the whole body, baby. You got the cell, which forms in the tissue, then becomes an organ, then becomes a body, and that then becomes a whole. You know what I'm saying? So we dealing with a lot of spiritual stuff, but I can go all kind of science, you know, metaphysics.
But see,
biology,
that's the thing. The thing
know.
about that, bro, is that we need to have these type of conversations, bro, and we need to have this type of social outlet about our culture and what's going on, because I mean it's out there for everybody to see that we overruling as far as consumers. So let's take it up a notch and figure out how can we take advantage of being the top consumer. You know what I mean? I'm gonna glitch out a little bit. This always happens. Y'all don't pay attention to that. That's my little side effect. But you can still hear me, right?
Oh, he breaking the internet, y'all. That's what we're gonna call it. He broke the internet.
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
It only happened in my
that
screen.
always happens.
It always happens. And you know they move through electricity, so it's all good. That's just let me on doing what I'm supposed to do.
Bro, I don't even want to get into meditation versus technology.
See, they need to hear that though. That's why it's good y'all gonna have that, dog.
Us, man.
Yeah. I'm big on meditating.
Yeah,
I'm big.
And I think that's the big thing with the Light Workers podcast is Light Workers, that name implies that we're going to cover a lot of metaphysical things. But I think the best part about covering a lot of metaphysics is the ability to break it down as simply as possible. You know, you have other metaphysical channels, and it's like watching a physics class, which it is what it is, but it's just like the average person can't take that and apply that. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge applied is power. So the fact that we take a lot of metaphysical things and break it down very simply and then point it towards, I'm Black, so I'm going to point it towards my people first, like every other race does. That's kind of what makes Lightworker podcast kind of stand out. And because of that, we do get the pushback. Like I said, we had people that was like, don't use that name. They would prefer you blend in more, kind of go with the grain and kind of just strategically stick your head up whenever that, but no. We are definitely a alpha male energy, strong as my brother said. We speak with dominion, and we speak with authority, and we speak with no fear, and we speak very courageously and boldly. And because of the understanding of the metaphysics, you can question us in 1,000 different ways, and it's never going to result in us backing down from a point that we made. And we will also, whether me or whether Brother Dave, will be able to break it down to you 121 ways from Sunday, because this isn't just something that we're doing. If you go back into the history of our family, this is our lineage, this is our bloodline, and we haven't forgotten who we are. So we want to bring that as a part of that light that we shining in the Black community.
Most definitely. Let me ask you, as far as the format of the platform, are you guys like, how are you going to do it? Are you going to have like where somebody can actually call in? You're going to have a special guest, or are you going to focus on more of putting the content out there first?
Yeah, there you go. Originally, when we started off with stereo, like Brother Dave said, we started off with stereo. Stereo is an audio platform where people can call in, they can leave comments, they can leave messages. You can you can even bring people in as hosts. Now, the reason we kind of came off of stereo to begin with is because there is so much content that is unknown. There's so much stuff that we're bringing to light, hence the word light workers. So when we had our individual platforms, one thing we would do was put the content out and then always have a part 2 for like Q&A. And the information is so stimulating that it's going to make people want to interject, want to ask questions. It's so controversial. It's attacking your paradigms. It's attacking your belief systems. So people want to battle. People want to channel. And the spirit from which we speak, it knows what content needs to be released at what said point in time.
Gotcha.
And if we're allowed to run through an entire topic from start to finish, we will answer many of the questions you have. You know what I'm saying? But, we understand strongman, which a strongman is like, whoa, this stuff is really, bringing some light. And the spirit of the strongman don't necessarily want minds to be free because, you can't pick the lock if you can't see it. So,
light. Hold on, brother. You got to explain that a little bit. You just said strongman. Is strongman a good guy or a bad guy?
The strongman is the guy who, when you're having a and you decide whether it's good or bad. The strongman is the guy when you're having a conversation, they interrupt the conversation on one point, and without you discern that they're not actually seeking understanding of that point, they're just seeking to stall the conversation and misdirect the energy.
Okay.
That's exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, sir. That's a strong man. And you can discern quickly, like, well, brother, I've already broken down in 2-3 different, definitions of your question, and you're still presenting the same question. So you're not here to advance the argument. There is a spirit operating in you, okay, that does not want us to bring this light forward, because we are, from what we study in our spiritual system, we are awakening minds. And the more minds that are conscious, the less minds that are remote controlled, and the less minds that are under the remote control, the weaker the remote control system becomes. Okay, so these are the things that, we say, so instead of the stereo thing, let's get on visuals and let's present an entire content, an entire idea, so that you can sit on it, you can meditate on it. And if it really burns something in your belly, you can contact us, DM us, and then we can do a part 2 that's then all Q&A. And that's kind of how the platform began to take shape from there.
Right. So at this point, I'm really leaning more in towards our content being presented, because we're doing some intense cross-referencing of notes. So we ain't got time to debate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then normally you probably comprehending what I'm saying anyway. You just want to stall, just like you said. My bad, David. Go ahead.
And that's a great point. I never heard the term strong man. I thought you was talking about wrestling back then. But very good sense, because I see that all the time in high level conversations where a strong man would definitely come in the mix of political conversation or religious conversation. A strong man gonna intercept and say, oh, da da da, and they gonna always, for example, really, really fast, when I was speaking on just the message of Christ. You feel me? You got the passion of Christ. There's plenty of messiahs on this planet. A person want to argue me down that there's no such thing, it's only Jesus. Trust me, it's more. But anyway, is the one that claimed to be Jesus' son. Now we want to keep that in reference. But there was a point where Paul passed it on from jail, writing letters to Timothy. All right, I made a mistake and said Timothy is the rock. Unfortunately, I was incorrect in that moment, because I was just speeding. Because the enemy is to get you stumbling. So Peter is the rock, but I was talking about Paul and Timothy. So at that point, what you would call a strong man, I'm just using vocabulary and new terms. What you would call a strong man, they took it upon themselves to negate everything I said and discredit my argument.
Because of that one statement.
Because it was a little, and I'm not supposed to slip. I get it. I'm supposed to be perfect because I'm a man. I'm supposed to have if I'm presenting myself to bring information, I should be studied. But at that moment, I said that because just trying to bring validity to the fact that they were all pushing the gospel. But I messed around and said Timothy is the rock, but no, Peter is the rock, and that's who Jesus said that. The guy that cut the man ear off about his man, which was Jesus at that moment. And we got so many stories, and how deep it gets as far as an allegory and as a parable, whatever, man. We just trying to figure this all out to be able to exist in this day and age. And I want to tell y'all something. Time is an illusion. You
Yes.
feel me? Time is an illusion. Because you could be sitting there thinking, and then you're open in a daydream, which a daydream is a part of subconscious.
Correct.
And you wake up an hour later and you're like, well, why was I just sitting here that long? You just lost in the
Right.
sauce. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make some of these points because people can be out here operating on autopilot, straight, just this is how it is, whatever, you know. But no, man, we gotta understand that there's some spirits at work, and not even trying to get all that spiritual with it, because what we gotta understand is through things such as habits that become addictions, you ain't even understanding why you're speaking the way you are or why you have to consume those things. Consume meaning ear, mouth, or eyes. We ain't talking about just drinking. You might. I talk to a lot of my brothers, man. You know, them 20 years old, you smoking whatever you make you feel good. You drinking real good. You're experiencing a whole lot of things. A lot of my brothers in their 20s battle with pornography. A lot of them deal with this and that. So it's like, brother, I know it's embarrassing, but believe me, you're not the only. This is a
Not the
phase.
only one.
Not the only one at
Right
all.
quick. You just got to know how to harness it, and then you get that through consciousness. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, the thing is, man, when I talked to you, David, and you was telling me about the podcast and what you had going on, I wanted to come on here tonight not knowing nothing. I wanted to be educated on what it was. And I must tell you, and I must admit, I'm really excited for you guys, what you about to bring forth to the atmosphere. Because for one, it needs to be done. For two, you guys are home team.
Yeah.
Right.
For three, you know, our culture, man, like I said, we lead and spend it gotta be some type of way, and it ain't gonna just take me, this ain't gonna take you, but we can plant them seeds for us to look at, man, we really run this because it's all about money. America, our country is business, and if it's
Right.
business and we spend the most money, we should be, you know what I'm saying, should be a different layout than what it is, basically.
And to touch on what Lummy was saying, that he wanted to come in here and not knowing that. Trust me, I'm far from quiet, but the only reason I'm quiet right now because I'm listening to y'all.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's the only reason I'm quiet. Because hey, listen, because I'm taking in, and you know, and I'm saying one thing is, if I see a vision, somebody doing something, I support it 100.
Yeah, because me and Marlon, when we started out, man, we had talked about this for years. And
we finally did it.
Yeah, we finally said, you know what, man, let's just start it. Let's just do a Zoom format. You know what I'm saying? It's straight to the point. And
God
we
bless
actually
the
doing something.
pandemic for a second. God bless the pandemic.
You know what I
for showing
mean?
new technology.
Yeah.
Everybody have to find some Zoom, some way to communicate.
Some kind of good.
Yeah.
Tell me, me and Lummy, we were about 3-4 years, 5 years at the most talking. We kept saying, man, let's do it. You know, time just wasn't on our side.
But when it's
we
organic, it's real, man. When it's organic, it's real. A lot of people gotta understand that, gotta understand that when it's organic, it's real. Just like you two, I don't know, you know, the back end to that, and we'll love to have y'all on again so we could just talk about the back end leading up to this.
Yeah.
We only got like 6 minutes left now, so I don't want to start that conversation now. But definitely, man, a round two where you guys can sit down and just let us know the back end. I kind of know David's back end on where he coming from and stuff. He always been involved in the community. And thank you, David, for that, because you are our age, you are our generation, you represent us basically, and ain't nobody I see other than you that be participating in the events, arts and agriculture. I don't know about you, my man. I just met you today, but I'm pretty sure listening to you, you are very, you know what I'm saying, intelligent. You know exactly what it is. Yeah.
Around this time last year, Hakeem was in Africa, man. He was in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely, this tag team y'all got together, I really think it's gonna work. I feel it's gonna be real successful. I'm rooting for y'all, man. Me and Marlon both.
Hey, we're not gonna be talking about Black love every time. We just dedicating February, so
I know it.
We got to come back and holler at y'all, man.
And sometimes you're gonna have to put your foot on our throat. You got to do it. You're gonna have to do it. Hey, you're gonna have to. You got to put your foot on our throat, man. It's a culture. Because that's what it takes. You gotta whoop or something.
We have to. And once you have such a strong love for your people, that even when you're whooping them, they can feel that love. And I think that's something that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's something that comes from the divine masculine. Yeah. The divine feminine is the nurturing and the culturing aspect, but the divine masculine is the one that gives the rearing, that gives the discipline, the structure, you know. And I do youth counseling, so there are a lot of people that get into it with their mothers because they're like, I felt a certain kind of way when my mother was whooping me, you know. And it's one of the things that a divine masculine is, to give that divine feminine the space to be her natural nurturing self. So as two divine masculine brothers, you know, we're able to give that discipline, and we're able to give that structure, and the people still see the love that's in it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we definitely down. We got the belts on deck. So
the belts on deck.
booty tang, we got it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. We definitely, Lumbar TV, we definitely got y'all back, man. Whatever y'all need us to do, promote, like with this video, we're definitely gonna put all you guys' contacts in the description and stuff. You know, and have it ready, and so everybody can be able to find you.
So real quick before this 3 minutes out, y'all just try to answer it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the end goal, future goals y'all got for this podcast to go? Y'all trying to go nationally? Even try to turn it into like a stage play or something like that?
Good question.
Dave, you want to go first? And I ended up.
Yeah, I feel like me personally anyway, I just need a space to talk because the air waves is so polluted and so thick, you know, via Facebook and whatever. So now we're getting into the visual podcast. God bless Drink Champs. Them boys some food, but they get a lot of views. Mine might not be that goal to seek that, but I do have something that I need to say. And I have things that's going on, things that's happening that y'all need to be. These are announcements. These are things that's happening. So as time going on, this will be a platform to use for y'all to get in tune with this Black love shit, some of this Afrofuturism shit. Because you know I'm into them comic books too. And we're gonna start bringing in the metaphysics on how programming and pre-predictive stuff happening. And you can almost start predicting the news before it happens if you start tapping into what we talk.
Gotcha.
Right. And I realized traveling to Africa that the African Americans are a part of a global diaspora. There is a Black population in every country on the face of the earth. So if we can be a news outlet that reaches every Black demographic on the face of the earth with this metaphysically empowered content, now we're talking about doing something very powerful, not for the world, but for the planet.
Yes,
itself.
sir.
Raising the light workers.
Yes, sir. So
go
ahead.
Let me give a little prelude to something that our next show. I want you all to know that we're talking about this bringing our people back together on some male and female energy. You know, a lot of y'all got some nice women, but a lot of y'all dealing with some animal women. A topic, a term that's been used now. My brother brought up divine feminine. I need you guys to know that our next topic is going to be talking about divine feminine and feminist movement. So if you know, y'all know it's a little different, right? When I say the feminist movement and divine feminine, one of them is nurturing and one of them really can go without you. So,
yeah, I'm telling you.
You know, when it's Black love, we need to know how to treat those women so that we can still have, you know, I don't want to say control. See, I'm even hesitant to say control, but masculinely,
it starts from the
bullying,
head.
not bullying, but we just need to know how to handle these women, man. They can't just take over and take it the way they want to take it. It's a us thing, man.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, hey, we in less than a minute. I definitely don't want us to be cut off. If you watch our other shows, you see how it ends.
We were cut
hey,
off.
I want to thank y'all for your time, man. Everything that y'all have going on, Dave, make sure you get it to me so I can put it in the description. Hey, man, it was nice meeting you, brother. Thank you for coming on our show, Dave. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
TV. Y'all make sure y'all check these boys out when they get that podcast going, man. We need the following. They need it. So thank y'all for your time. And y'all enjoy your week, bro. All right.
Pompano light workers.
That's it.